Hi, Marshall Strong here, top 100 agent in California. Sold over 1,500 houses in just under 20 years. And I'm going to be talking about why and how you can use Mojo, the speed dialer. So I was working with the number one company in Fresno, 450 agents. Nobody in that whole company was using Mojo. I remember getting it, taking me 6 months to ever log on and dial into it. And I didn't even know how it worked. How do you dial multiple people at the same time? So I'm going to tell you guys and why you should be using this. I've bought in so many homes and sold so many houses from making phone calls. It is the most efficient way ever to sell real estate. Would you rather sit in an open house for 3-4 hours, have to set up signs, put out cookies, water, do all these things just to meet some people, maybe 3, 4, maybe 10 if you're lucky, depending on the pricing of the home, the location. You have to either get listings or have somebody give you their new open house, because if it's not a new one, it's not going to get you any traffic. So people have a negative outlook on cold calling. So I'm going to give you guys a little tip here. This is a little secret. So find a way when you're making phone calls, because you can either use leads you have, your sphere of influence. You can put all the people into your system and call them and drop voicemails, call 120 people in an hour. And when the people that pick up, so it's going to speed dial 3 people at one time. And when it picks up, let's say the voicemails pick up, you're going to hit a button, drop voicemail, drop voicemail. The third one picks up as a person, you're going to talk. While you're talking, it's going to keep dialing and dropping more calls. So you're able to drop a lot of voicemails. You're going to get a lot of feedback. In an hour, you make 120 phone calls, guys, in an hour. So when I say an hour of phone calls, the average agent that makes 1 hour phone calls makes $200,000. Imagine if you're speed dialing, you're doing it 4 or 5 times as fast. So you got to get efficient. You got to learn. You got to get better. You got to keep improving. I don't like making phone calls either, honestly, but I still do it because it's the best time spent. If I'm recruiting agents, if I'm training, if I'm selling, I'm making phone calls. So I'm going to go knock on doors or make appointments to go sit down with somebody and spend an hour when I could be talking to hundreds of people in 1 hour. I bought homes this way, cash, multiple times from speed dialing, guys. While I trained agents on speed dialing, they would get stuck. I'd step in and I've sold homes out. I bought homes out. I made $100,000 buying 2 properties from one person. My agent that I was training was making calls and got stuck on something. So my point is, guys, get comfortable. Now, if you don't have a coach, get one. If your coach isn't teaching you this, now I had a coach that worked for the company I worked for trying to tell me to focus on listings, guys, when it was a buyer's market. When it was crazy, just way more buyers than were sellers, right? And I learned a lesson there. The lesson is you got to make sure your coach is on your side, because you need to go after the low-hanging fruit. If you're newer into real estate, or even if you've been in the business 20 years, I took over 2 years off, came back, started training, and started working leads and focus on buyers, because buyers are much easier. Sellers are more emotional, and I won't pass up sellers, but I'm going to focus my energy on 80% of my energy is going on buyers, because more people need to buy than they need to sell. Sellers are already sitting pretty good, so I think the buyers need more help anyways, and you're going to make more money. You're going to do it faster. You're going to be more efficient. You're going to get more listings from selling more homes. So focus on buyers. That's the biggest thing I want to tell you on that. So with that being said, guys, you need to focus on using the best systems. AI, everybody's talking about AI right now. Well, Mojo is part of AI. It's got an automated intellectual system that's going to help you keep up and stay in front of people. Now, I don't call people. I don't like bugging people a lot. So phone calls, I'm going to sort people out. We took a list of 10,000 people and went through it twice and got over 200 people that want to buy homes right now. So you can easily, if you don't have a list of leads you've worked with, you can easily just take, there's a map on there and you can circle an area and you can pull up properties from that area and you can just call them and see if they have any interest in selling their home. They say no. They say, I'm renting. Also, have you thought about buying? And just start having a dialogue right there and make a note in Mojo, put them over their potential buyer, and talk to them about income, then drop them stuff, emails, videos, start dropping them stuff, start working on it. And guys, you got to do less better. Stay focused on a certain area. So if you don't have any leads and you're not working with a bunch of agents that will give you listings to host open houses, then this is it. Cold call, guys. At the end of the day, cold call. It's not really cold call if you come up with some savvy ways. For instance, everybody knows who Zillow is. Almost everybody in the last 10 years has looked at Zillow. So why don't you just circle 5,000 homes, call them, and use this script right here. Hi, I'm calling on behalf of so-and-so. Or, hey, this is James. I'm calling with Real Broker. And you inquired about a property through Zillow a while back. I was just curious, did you ever buy a home or have any interest in looking right now? And they're going to say, I never did. You say, oh, I apologize. Have you thought about looking, or are you renting, owning? Did it just start a dialogue? Or they might say, which house was it? And you're going to say, I don't have that in front of me. I'm sorry, it's been a while, but I love to help you. Did you already buy one? Now, if they said, yeah, I bought one. Awesome. How many years? 4 years ago. Awesome. So you probably already know this, but you probably have a pretty good substantial amount of equity, which meaning you pay $300,000 for it. Now it's worth $450,000. So your loan's maybe $280,000. So you got over $100,000 of equity. Have you ever considered leveraging that, which is safer? Most people think they want to pay their home off, but actually, if you pay your home off versus taking equity and buying another property or two, it's actually going to make you a lot more money, and it's actually safer. I can sit down and show you this if you have a few moments, to maybe 15 minutes to have a cup of coffee one day, and they're going to tell you, yeah, not right now. Whatever they tell you, you make a note, you follow up, you do it again, 3-4 more times, you're meeting down with them. And I just did this a couple weeks ago, and the guy's buying a $500,000 house, and he's going to buy a couple more from basically cold calling people, guys. These leads were 7 or 8 years old, and I just stuck them in Mojo, and I did the same script I just told you. Excuse me. So you're going to basically be able to find different ways, and this is where the coach comes in, someone that's done this before, like myself. I'd love to help you guys. So make sure you message me or email, and we can get a hold of you if you guys have any questions, or get the video that we have on the bottom of our page. But guys, you need a coach so they can walk you through this and get on the phones and make phone calls with you. And I'll be doing another video, actually doing an hour of phone calls with somebody, training somebody. I'll be posting that here as well. So make sure you guys look for that. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys can be updated. I really hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, comment. Let me know, and I'd love to hit that in the next video. Have a great day. Until next time.